This is a video on how to use the personal agility timer from Agility Dog Tech. You notice the icon in the bottom right is PA Timer. That's the app, so we'll click on it. What happens, it needs to have a dog to record all information. You can have one or multiple dogs for that information. So I'm going to enter my dog Quicks. Then I will press the Upload Dog Image button, and it will give me a choice. I want to come to my favorites, and I'm going to pick Quicks there, and you'll see that now he has a picture. In the upper right hand corner, press on Save, and now that dog is ready to go. You'll see that there is no Wi-Fi connectivity in the standalone mode, so it's asking if you want to continue to run, exit, or if you want to in the background go start up the Wi-Fi, and then you can connect to the poles. In our case, we're going to press Run in Test Mode. Here we have the Quicks on the upper left-hand side, the timer showing on the upper right-hand side, and the three modes that the timer supports: stopwatch, obstacle, and courses. In simple stopwatch mode, press the Start button and the timer begins. The button changes to be stop, so when you're done, press the Stop button. It's as simple as that. There's nothing else, nothing to be recorded and all. But let's say that I wanted to train Quicks on his dog walk and see if I can help his dog walk speed. So I'm going to pick obstacles. Then I'm going to go down to the different obstacles here, and I'm going to pick up dog walk. And now I'm ready to go. In the standalone mode, I must time it myself, so I will start the timer, and when he completes, I will stop the timer, and you notice the Save button is now shown. I can now save this data and later on record more data and use that to determine if I'm doing a better job with my dog or he's getting old and slow. So I'm going to save it. And now, right underneath the Start button, you'll see there's a View Obstacle. If I view obstacles, it shows there's only one time recorded so far. So let's say I'm going to go back, and once again, I'm going to record at a later date and time Quicks running the dog walk. I start up, and now I finish. When he's done, I press the Save button. And I'm going to do it one more time just to load up this. So start it here. My isn't Quicks getting faster. Save that the third time. Now, underneath the Start button, I press the View Obstacle again. You'll see under dog walk there are three records. It shows the average time, the slowest, and the fastest time. To see progress in more detail, I then click on that button, and it shows each run when it was recorded. And you notice that the date and time is increasing so that the oldest one shows first. And you can see the time is getting better at that. If for some reason I want to free up space on the device, I can press the Delete button on the upper right. It then brings up the little round red dots. I select the one I want and I delete it, and it's gone from the data. This is old data, it's still there, but now if I come back and view it again, you'll see now there's only two records, and it shows average start, slowest and fastest. Now this is just recording for one dog, but let's say that I'd like to have a second dog. I can either select the dog from the image shown at the top, or I can go over to the upper right and click on the Menu button. And then I'm going to click on Dogs. It'll bring up the dog screen. Here we have the plus sign for Add a New Dog in the upper right hand corner. If I press that, now I can enter my dog Max. I can go get his picture, and I can save that. You'll notice on the right hand side there's a little blue check mark by the dog that is active. That's the dog for which you'll be recording all of the events. So if I just go back, here I have Quicks. I can see that Quicks ran the dog walk. But I can also go click that button, click on that button, and I can select Max as my active dog. It now changes. If I view courses, you'll see there's none because Max's time has not been recorded yet. So I'm going to switch back to Quicks, and I'm going to go into the course buttons. Now before you start, it's good to have pictures of the dogs and pictures of course maps. There are no courses recorded at this point, so they're only down here in this scroll view. It says make a new course. So I'm just going to show how to use this in standalone mode. Again, I'm going to run a simple course. I start the timer going while I'm running the course. And for example, I'm just going to stop it at this point. You notice the save button comes up. We're in courses mode. If I save, now it asks me if I really want to save the course and the run. Of course I will, so I'll save that. I must have a title, so I'm going to put in first course. And now I can upload an image of that course map. So now I've uploaded that, and in the upper right hand corner I will press the save, and I have the save button. You'll see now in my scroll choice I can either run another time for the first course, or I can make a second course. If I go to the view button, you'll see there's one, and now when I go to the detail portion of it, I get the map and the run time, and I can scroll through this map to view to get a better idea of what I actually did during that time. So again, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to simulate running the first course once again. So I start here. Since this is just for a demo, I'll stop it. I save it. Now when I view, you'll see that I have again 2 records, average time, slowest and fastest. If I go here, again, now I have the detailed times of when it was recorded, the date and time it was recorded, and the run time, and I can scroll through and see what the map shows me. So that is the standalone mode. In the bottom of the main screen, you'll see there's a whole bunch of things about timer gates, and that's available if you actually have timers. We're running this in standalone mode, so it doesn't make any difference now. I want to thank you for listening, and I will next post a new video about how to